Hello, everybody. Welcome to our matinee performance of our Festival of Healing, brought to you by the Streamlight Theatre. um, want to welcome everybody who is streaming with us. We are broadcasting on YouTube and on Facebook. Um, let's see. We have a live comment section, so please interact with it during the show. I know our Streamlight profile will be answering or giving out questions during the stream today. So please interact, share your thoughts. Let's see. We have our three segments brought up today. Streamlight is committed to producing new works by up and coming artists and hiring local artists, writers, directors, just creating opportunity in the community. And next up, I'd like to introduce two of the founders and people that work in Streamlight. We have our artistic director, Carolina Zique, and our executive producer, Jesse Bosworth.
Hi.
Hello, guys. Good to see you during the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice.
A little different setup. I know I have some sunlight coming in from my window over here. It's not too polluted outside, so
it's definitely a lot better than it has been.
Definitely. So, guys, Jesse, can I ask you, how did the theater come about? How did Streamlight come to be?
Yeah, so Streamlight Theatre, gosh, it came around just mainly as a way to keep engaged and active during this pandemic. When it was started, gosh, as you mentioned before, we've just been dedicated to really to supporting and the up and coming artists. So the writers, directors, actors, and even designers. So just with that message going forward, that's where it came from. So talking with people that I wanted to do theater with, that's just how it came to be.
Yeah, you have some alumni that are part. We're alumni from Long Beach. Did you contact, is it any friends or any outside sources as well?
When I first started it, like I said, I started thinking of people that I wanted to do theater with, and so that's where I came up with Gato, and I also contacted Bonnie Dolan as our social media coordinator, and also Kristen Kelleher as our technical director. And then as a group, we then contacted Carla as our screen manager, and then Sharon as our fundraising director.
Great group of people that you have here, and obviously you guys have the computer expertise to help put this on. I mean, we've done 2 shows already, and all have gone really well. And I really commend you guys for putting this on and really giving a really quality experience, also with the work and also the way you guys broadcast it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Gato, I want to ask, so you're the artistic director. Also I want to mention, love the hoops. I love your earring hoops. The bigger the better. But how did this Festival of Healing, how did that idea come to you, and how did it come together?
So we knew that we wanted to do a play festival of some sort, something that included, like you said in our mission statement, up-and-coming artists. I felt that it was also really important to bring as much diversity to the table. So now we have these really great female women of color playwrights that created these great pieces. And we knew we wanted to talk to them particularly, but we were kind of trying to figure out what was needed right now in the world, especially because we're all so disconnected from each other physically, but so connected virtually. And I kind of was thinking that as much as we're connected virtually, it brings us apart. This kind of idea of understanding what's going on and how we're all coping with it. Everything that we see from each other at this point is just online or through Zoom meetings, and I feel like it's really, really superficial. it's not the best way to understand what everybody's going through. We're all going through this communal trauma, and we can't even commune together to talk about it. So then we created the Festival of Healing, which kind of answers the question, or not answers, I guess poses more questions about what does healing look like right now? What does togetherness look like right now while we can't be together? Or what does togetherness look like with the people that you're quarantining with? How does that change you? So yeah, that's how it came about.
Yeah, no, and you guys, I mean, everyone who's watching will see soon, but it is really well done how you curated these pieces together, because some people have the idea, well, don't talk about what's going on, but it's like really hard not to, but you guys do it in such a, like, you address it, but it's very entertaining as well, so it's like digestible for us all.
Yeah, I'm glad that it turned out that way, because I feel like as much it's really comfortable talking about what's going on, especially in the pandemic, which I just want to point out that almost 200,000 people have passed away now due to COVID-19, and that's really difficult to grapple with, especially when you're not speaking with other people about it, outside of who you're quarantining with. So I'm glad we can kind of see a glimpse into what people have been going through in their homes, and really connect to each other on a more humane level than just what we see online. So
absolutely. And I'm an essential worker myself, so like I really appreciate that our next piece that we're going to start off with has a character who's a grocery store worker, like I am as well, and we there's all that weight that comes with it, having to go out, not being able to stay at home with family, or you kind of are always watching over your shoulder, like where everyone is, and like trying to be as careful yourself. I just really wish that people everybody will see that in this next part. I also encourage everybody to advocate for hazard pay for essential workers, because that shows us a banner saying thank you essential workers just doesn't make the case. Like, if you really care, like, advocate your local, your state officials for hazard pay. It is the right thing to do at this time. We need to be taking care of each other. The essentials are taken care of, and we all can play a part in it.
definitely, I agree. So thank you to all of our essential workers, and also please advocate for hazard pay. They're out there putting themselves at risk, so that everybody can go eat, have groceries, and be safe as much as possible.
Well, thank you guys for chatting here. It's been nice chatting you all week for this show. This is our final show of this festival. I'd like to now introduce the first segment. We have The Screen Between Us by Tahirih Moeller and directed by Kayla Manuel.
Hi, my name is Tahirih Moeller. I am a writer and producer. My play, The Screen Between Us, was inspired by multiple conversations I've been having throughout the pandemic. While the story centers a young couple, Mia and Jordan, it goes far beyond your typical romantic comedy. Centered in a quarantine, we learn how separation, anxiety, and distance can lead to a couple's breaking point. For me, 2020 is like a Jenga game. We are taking things apart and putting them back together again, but our foundation is shaky, so what sort of stability do we really have? In this play, stability comes from communication. I hope that in watching this, we can reevaluate how it is we communicate with ourselves and with the world around us. And I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you for watching.
Hi, my name is Kayla Manuel, and I am the director of The Screen Between Us, written by the amazing Tahirih Moeller. I'm so excited for you guys to see this play. Immediately when I read the play, I saw myself in all of the characters in like different ways. It's so amazing to read something that is almost a reflection of kind of what you're going through. In this climate that we are in today, communication is everything. And so 80 to almost 90% of it is virtual, like how it is now, where we're on Zoom, either Zoom calls, all the above, making sure we have light setups and everything like that. And so to be able to explore that within this play was so fun and so relatable. And to be in this type of climate, it's important to have people around us that support us and that keep us grounded. And so to be a part of this festival is amazing. I definitely want you guys to enjoy it, and while you watch it, see little glimpses of yourself in these characters and how human they are, and have fun. So thank you so much, and stay safe.
Late as always, of course. Come on.
Is that air token 1 or 2?
So you finally entered.
I told you I was busy today.
It took you an hour to enter. I was about to exit.
Why didn't you?
Did you want me to exit?
I just want you to know what this call, or I want to know what this call was for.
Wow. Excuse me for wanting to see my girlfriend.
Jordan, let's not do that.
Fine.
I'm tired of fighting. Besides, I only have about an hour before I have to go in and feed him.
Yeah. How's he doing?
He's holding up. His fever went down, which is good.
I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that. He's a trooper.
Yeah.
And so are you. No, you're strong.
Ugh. I honestly don't want to be at this point. I really just need a nap.
I told you I could help.
I don't want to put you at risk.
My asthma's been under control for a year now.
Yeah, and I don't want taking care of my sick grandpa to set you off again.
But Mia, I miss you.
I miss you too. Hell, I miss me right now, but I have no time to be me.
I know. I feel like we're always fighting now, but with the distance.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for setting up this meeting.
No problem.
I feel like I needed more than 40 minutes to talk to you.
Hey, what did you want to talk about?
This. Ba-ba-da-da.
What is that?
The very first issue of Lady Wen and the Fantastic Shaman.
Wait, the 1966 issue?
Yep, the original copy, baby.
How the hell did you find that?
Well, since I had, a lot of time on my hands, I just searched every website I could think of, eBay, Amazon, Etsy. Turned out there was this one copy left on this online thrift store. When I realized it was one of the original copies, I knew I had to bid on it.
How much did it cost?
I like to ignore quantity and focus on quality. I mean, look at how good the condition is. And, no protective seal. The owner must have loved Ladies Comics.
Jordan, how much?
I mean, the images are amazing. And it has that classic 60s vibe through and through.
Jordan,
And not to mention, the ads are pretty hilarious. I mean, did you know that Metrocol was still a popular diet powder? I mean, folks literally had to be shitting themselves to get thin. It's kind of disgusting and sad that the only woman hero from BZ Comics was selling weight loss products.
Jordan.
It was $550 and worth every penny.
Your job is paying you $12.50 an hour, and you don't qualify for a stimulus check.
Worth every penny.
Jordan, you can't keep wasting money. You don't have adequate health insurance. What if your asthma comes back? I can't care for you and my granddad. You're gonna have to go back home.
I'll never leave you.
You wouldn't have a choice.
I know I need to stop spending money, but what do you expect me to do all day? All I have is work and video games.
Anything except wasting all your money on merch.
I wanted to see you smile. Yeah.
Thank you. But I think you should return it.
I can't. No refund policy. I'll drop it off later today. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
I have something I wanted to talk to you about too. Some things.
Like what?
I'm tired, Jordan. Okay, before the pandemic, we were getting along great. You know, we're on the same page about everything. But now it just feels like you're trying to still make everything light and fun when it isn't. You know, I need you to be serious for once, and it feels like you're incapable of doing that.
I'm capable of being serious.
You just wasted $550 on a comic book when you can barely afford rent.
It's not a waste.
And I appreciate it, okay? I do, and I wish I could be where you are, but I'm here having to take care of my grandpa, terrified every day that he's either going to get too sick or that he's going to get me sick.
I'm scared too. I don't want anything to happen to you.
I know, and you know, just the fear of losing him and the fear of losing you, the fear of all of this is just making it difficult for me to enjoy you like I used to.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, maybe you should.
What?
You're becoming this painful reminder of everything that I don't have. I'm not free like you.
Quarantining in our apartment alone is hardly free.
You know what I meant.
No, I don't. I'm terrified too. I'm already putting myself at risk every day working at some shitty grocery store.
Exactly. And I'm supposed to let you in with me and my grandpa?
Well, I'm just saying, if I'm already at risk, I'd rather be at risk with you, Mia.
That doesn't make any sense. If you come here, not only am I going to have to protect myself from my grandpa, but I'm going to have to protect myself from you and vice versa. The risk is just too high.
No, I don't want to get into the semantics of this. It doesn't make any sense.
Nothing does these days.
I get why you're upset, Mia. I'm not clueless. I know you haven't been sleeping. I know you're scared. It has to be lonely taking care of him all alone like that. But I'm your boyfriend. What do you expect me to do? Sit around and watch you suffer?
Yes.
What?
You don't have a choice. You can't. This isn't something that you can easily fix, and I don't expect you to. Okay? I don't expect you to fix it. I just want to confide in you without making this conversation about a solution. It's just too much sometimes.
It's better to think of a solution than to wallow in self-pity.
Self-pity? Self-pity.
I didn't mean it like that. You know I don't take what you're going through lightly. I just think it's foolish to complain without doing something about it.
What do you expect me to do? This is my situation.
Maybe take my help.
Oh my God. You're not even listening, are you?
Oh, I'm listening. We've been having the same conversation for weeks.
Why don't we not have this conversation anymore?
Yo, we're not breaking up over a disagreement. No, I reject that.
You can't just reject that. We're talking in circles and it's getting us nowhere.
But you still love me. And I love you.
Yes,
So-
yes. But what if that's not enough anymore?
You really mean that?
Meaning is a construction of confusion when the world decides to create a
A
new.
new reality. Lady Wen and the Fantastic Shaman, issue 24. Yes, I mean,
How dramatic and incredibly nerdy you two are.
What the hell is?
You're not millennials, for it is I, the Big Money Marvin from the year 2050.
Jordan, is this your doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
No, it is not Jordan or Mia's doing, but the doing of an Xbox Time Travel S.
An Xbox what?
Oh, they had to start doing some off-the-wall shit to compete with Nintendo and PlayStation. They're actually the world's lead company in the year.
Makes sense.
Jordan.
What? The Xbox One S does include a 4K Blu-ray player. I mean, it was just a matter of time. So.
We are a PS family, period.
Nah, you right. You right.
Aw, you two are so cute. It's almost disgusting.
We were actually in the middle of something.
Yeah, so can you just please take your show somewhere else?
Right. This is the breakup era, correct?
What?
You were about to break up.
No, we were having a discussion.
Oh, Mom. You didn't tell him?
I did, but it's just... Wait. Hold up. Mom?
Right. So let me do this quickly. I'm from the future.
Huh.
I mean, I thought it was obvious based off our prior conversation, but yeah, time travel does exist. You can only travel to a time before you were born for around 40 minutes or so before your time is up and you're forced back into the original timeline. But the fun part is you can say whatever you want as long as you push this.
Oh, okay. What?
What is that?
Yo, you're not really buying into that, right?
The girl called me Mom.
It is a ring light,
Okay, yeah, I see that, but like...
not an ordinary. Gosh, Mom, please let me finish. You were never one to interrupt a story flow.
That's true.
Hush.
It is a ray of light that causes memory. So I can essentially tell you everything I want about the future. Once I click this, boom, you forget.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
It is. Who set you up to this?
No one.
Time travel doesn't work like that.
You saw Marvel's Endgame. Travel works the way the human mind wants it to work.
She has a point.
Really?
That movie was all over the place and you know it.
Blasphemy.
Okay, Mommy, Daddy, as much as I would love to get nostalgic about the nerd culture of 20, I came here with a purpose.
Did she just call me daddy?
Yeah. Are you saying that
Parents.
Wait, how can that be?
Yeah, we are safe every time. I mean, and the math doesn't add up. You're like, how old are you?
23.
You a year older than us.
Oh my gosh, I'm from the future, okay? I really don't have much time to spell it out for you.
Okay, that's impossible.
Okay, let's skip forward to the part where you asked me something about yourself that no one else would know.
Tell us something about ourselves that no one else would know about us but us.
Mia, you shitted on yourself in a McDonald's parking lot when you were...
Wait, what?
How did you know that? No one but my mom knows that.
You really did that?
I was a kid.
Yeah. 13, girl.
You masturbated in a public library to an image of Lola Bunny from when you were 11.
We don't have to get into that.
Disturbing. Disturbing.
Hey, at least I can control my bowels. Why would I even tell my kid that?
Oh, things are pretty liberal in 2050. Sex is not as taboo.
What about racial politics?
Well, racism still exists, but we have much better folks in charge.
Healthcare?
Universal as fuck.
You really are from the future?
She has to be. I made my mom promise to take that poop incident to the grave.
Not really, be grateful if you forgot about that Lola Bunny thing.
Already did.
Then why did you refer to our time as the breakup era?
Mom broke up with you.
Julissa?
That sounds familiar.
You were really gonna break up with me?
I need space, Jordan. Space to focus on taking care of my grandpa and figure out who I am without worrying about whether or not my boyfriend feels neglected.
I want to be around you. I don't care how much time, as long as it's some time. I'll figure it out.
I can't ask that of you.
You don't have to. That's what I want. I want to be able to support you.
I don't even know what that looks like right now.
Okay. I hate to interrupt the first quarrel, but this conversation is clearly pointless. I'm here.
Why you say that?
Clearly, you two work it out and have me, right?
Okay, but
Look,
there's
Mom. You breaking up with Dad is your need for control. You are a control freak living during a pandemic. Relationship is the only thing definitive decision on. Yes, you're fearful that he'll literally die if he's around you, but breaking up with him is the easiest way to solve the problem while also feeling like you have some time during this crisis.
whoa.
And Dad, yes, Mom may be a little unreasonable, but blame her. She's dealing with a lot, and you are not exactly the perfect boyfriend. Your solution to the pandemic, waste money escaping reality? Yeah, this breakup is what you need. And to learn that in a lot of ways, Mom was just the perfect for you. And now that Im is just tainted, and you are forced to see her as the full, complex woman that she is.
Wow.
I am a full person. And I feel like you only want to talk about solutions because you don't want to deal with the broken version of me.
You're not broken. I feel like I made you feel that way because you're not interested in pretending like everything's okay. And I'm sorry. I should allow you to vent without trying to fix everything.
I just want you to listen.
And I can do that.
Oh, great. Now I need something.
Anything.
I'm glad you said that. The Lady Chen and the Fantastic Shaman, original issue.
What about it?
I need you to write a message on it.
For you?
For yourself. Dad, I need you to write. Please put a protective seal on the top of the comic as a reminder.
Okay.
Trust me, the faith of your existence depends on that comic having a protective seal.
Oh, right. I'll write a note. Huh?
Okay, promise me that today you'll get a protective seal.
I promise.
Write it!
Oh.
Now put it on your mother's leg.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I'm not a swear to God, cross my heart, put on my mama's life kind of guy. That stuff ain't nothing to play with, so I'm just,
Why? I need to do it.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
do it. It's the fate of our lives.
Oh, okay.
Show me. Perfect. Thank you.
Anything for my future child.
It's the least we can do for you saving our relationship.
What?
We don't have to break up anymore.
Why you say that?
Because we know what our issues are. I feel much more equipped to handle all of this.
Me too.
Oh, no, that's not happening.
Why not?
Because this, remember?
Oh,
No, wait.
I hate time travel.
Ow! What were we talking about?
I think we were breaking up.
I'm really sorry, Jordan.
I thought this was forever.
I did too. Yes. Did you find it?
We gotta mail that thing off to the highest bidder.
Yes, I found it in perfect condition.
That was our first segment of the Festival of Healing, brought to you by Streamlight Theatre, streaming to you on Facebook and on YouTube. I see we have some people interacting in the comments section over here. We asked if time travel, what if you could time travel, would you go to the past or the future? We had, let's see, we have Sylvia Flores saying going to the past. Not a lot of detail on that one. I get it. We have, let's see, did we have lots of laughing? Thank you. I'm sure the actors missed the laughing, being on this space, but yes, thank you for showing support through the comments, your emojis, and all that. Calling out some lines here. We have Sabre, love it. Calling out that line, did she just call me daddy? Yes, thank you. Keep it up, guys. We're going to be asking questions throughout the show, kind of inspired from each segment. Let's see, what do we have next? Yes, I did want to mention, guys, our actors and our directors have been working a lot on the show, and Streamlight is committed to helping the actors and directors financially for this show. We have a Venmo, our Streamlight Theater Venmo, right here. We have right here the name and our QR code up there, however you like. Any donations that we get for this entire duration of this weekend will go to actors and directors. They are probably the most hit industry. Not a lot of work out there for actors and directors right now because of the pandemic, of course. So any little bit, $1, we'll take it. We'll make sure it gets out to those actors. We'll buy them lunch for all their work, or maybe a little more. But yes, to talk a little bit more, though, I'd like to bring on another Streamlight folk. We have Sharon Massey, the fundraising director for Streamlight.
Hi!
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Perfect!
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Flo.
Yeah, this is our, I believe, yeah, this is our first time in this space, at least. I'm sure we would have met, at a production meeting or something if a pandemic wasn't happening.
Absolutely. Yes, for sure. This is I love this, the curtains and everything around. It looks great. This looks so cool.
Yeah, we got production value here.
Oh, absolutely.
How are you doing? How's everything going?
Oh, I'm doing well. I have three big dogs to keep me company at home, so that's
That's
so
a lot. That's a lot of your
that's
time.
good. Yeah. That's where I spend a lot of my time. I finished school in August, so now I'm just kind of like twiddling my thumbs, waiting for the next, big,
Definitely.
whatever else I want to do next. So
Yeah, we're this 2020 is just learning to exist, basically. Like, how do we just exist?
oh yeah, especially because we live in that society where like we're kind of defined by our work and like what we do versus like who we are. So now we're all having to definitely like find out who we are because we're not working. So
Yeah.
a lot of us aren't working. So
Yeah.
we're definitely getting to spend that time, and I think that like especially something like this is very helpful where you're talking about those big questions, especially the one before the screen between us really hits me because there are a lot of things in that I totally agree with the director. She hit it on the head. She's like, you can find yourself in all of these characters, and I said, absolutely. I said that out loud when she said that. I said, oh yeah.
Yeah, how else, like, what other time, I mean, obviously, since this has been happening for so long, as most recent, like, what other time could you put a piece of writing together that can speak directly to every person? And the only difference is just how people are kind of, like, handling it.
Yes, absolutely.
I think they really hit a home run with this whole festival, I think.
Yeah, I totally related. He was talking about that comic book, and I was like, "Yep, that sounds like something I would do." And I have a bunch of like extra canvas painting, like blank canvases that I haven't painted yet, but they're sitting there, waiting for me to, pick them up or get bored one day. And
yeah, I wanted to ask you that too. Kind of a little question based on that segment. I noticed you commented on the section there. Was that your big pandemic purchase during this time?
Oh gosh.
Or what's something you want to share?
Oh, you know what? Actually, probably the biggest thing my boyfriend and I bought. Don't judge me, everybody. We bought a dog treadmill because we have 3 big dogs, and one of them is a husky who is a little over a year. So with everything going on, and it's been hot and stuff, so we can't really take them outside, especially with the smoke and everything. So we bought an indoor dog treadmill, so my dogs can work out, but I don't have to.
Is the dog treadmill, isn't that just like a regular treadmill, or is it like smaller, I guess?
They make it longer. They make it longer, and then they have this like bar on top that you hook their like leash onto. And so if you put their harnesses on, and then you put the little leash on, and then I get to control how fast it goes. So when we practice with them, we're
videos shooting off.
Oh yeah. So whenever we practice with them, we put treats in front of them, literally like out of the movies where like the dog has the bone in front and he's running around. That's literally what it looks like.
Perfect. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to also ask you too, how has it been, we were talking earlier about having to stay busy and work and stuff, but in this case, how has it been being part of Streamlight and being the fundraising director? What does that entail for you at this time?
It's been kind of a whirlwind, honestly. I am good friends with Kristen, and I had posted that I had finished school and that I have a bachelor's degree and that I'm good with, I do things on social media. I've got all of this experience. And so she kind of reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're starting this company and we're going to do this festival. Would you want to help?" And I said, I don't know what exactly you want me to do, but I will help however I can. I think that all of the people involved are very passionate. Like from the first meeting, I could tell everybody was so passionate about the project, and just about having this in general. So at first I kind of felt like I didn't really have a spot because Bonnie is doing such a great job on social media and she does really well with all the graphics and everything looks really clean. So I was just kind of there to make just little additional suggestions, or just because I had just gotten out of school and I had just done this big social media thing for school. So but it wasn't anything. Bonnie has done such a great job, and everybody else has something that they're specifically doing. And I just kind of said, whatever you guys need help with, I'm here for. I have acted, I've directed, I've stage managed, I've done it all, basically, sound design, everything.
Army knife. Yeah,
exactly. So I said, I can, your entertainment concierge or whatever you need me to do, let me help, and they decided they wanted some help with fundraising. So basically what that looks like for me right now is going through and just doing my own research. I have some experience with fundraising, not a lot when it comes to theater. So I want to make sure that I'm well versed in what that looks like. And of course, fundraising looks a little different right now because we can't really go anywhere, can't really get together. And if we do get together, it's small groups, and you have to, make sure that everybody has social distance the 2 weeks before, and nobody's having symptoms, So, so it's more like, what can we do even in this space to raise money, or to raise money for the theater. We've got the Venmo that's going to help pay the actors and everything like that. Like you said, buy them lunch. I know everybody was excited about, we get lunch. Free food is always a good motivator for me, I know for sure.
Absolutely.
And it's just kind of finding those unique ways. I've got some ideas down the line to see. I know some other people in entertainment. I know we're talking about doing some workshops. My dad is a performer who is also put out by all of the COVID and coronavirus, the pandemic in general. So he's kind of feeling this the same way as well. But he does an online piano bar type request show. So I'm talk to him to see if there's anything we can do with him maybe. And I've got some ideas. It's just a matter of being very creative with them. And I think actually this platform that we're using is really, really nice. I hadn't heard of this before, so.
So here's some more stuff, and thank you for all you've done. It says you got your, fingers in every little bit wherever they need it. So we need people like that always. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Of course.
We'll catch you another time. I'd like to now introduce the second segment of our Festival of Healing. We have Girl Talk by Jasmine Vang and directed by Elaine Chen.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Vang, and I am your playwright for Girl Talk. I wrote this play as a tribute to my best friends. It started off as a replica of a conversation that we had, and it kind of evolved into this piece of these three very distinct characters who know each other and love each other so much. They just want the absolute best for each other. And I wanted it to emulate what my idea of togetherness looked like, which is love, it's womanhood, it's honesty and truth and vulnerability among people who share a deep connection with each other. So I hope that's what it does. But I think also in times where it really does feel like our world is kind of crashing on us, I think it's important to ask what healing looks like and how do we keep ourselves accountable and the people around us accountable as well. Because I really do think that healing is very messy. There is no streamlined way of healing. There is no right answer. And the more we ask these types of questions, we really get to understand deeper what that means for our individual selves, because it's different for all of us. I really hope you enjoy it. I hope you find some humor and all the drama. And I really hope that you can take this piece and apply it to your real life as well. Where can we find bits of humor in this COVID era? Where can we find some love in times of this election that's coming up, you know? And how do I find kindness to continue living in this world and sharing it with the people that we love? I hope you enjoy Girl Talk.
Hi, I'm Elaine Chen, and I directed Jasmine Vang's play, Girl Talk. Something that really attracts me about Jasmine's piece is the way she tackles the importance of mutual accountability, taking responsibility for yourself, your own actions, and their consequences, but also taking the time to help the people we care about do the same thing for themselves. Something that really stands out in this piece is the way it deals with how difficult being kind to yourself and to others can sometimes be. As simple as it sounds, especially when you don't have the access to support networks that you might be used to, whether that's friends, family, or even just the people you see at work or school. The characters in Girl Talk are really struggling to take care of each other, but often overshoot the mark. So the character Jessica, who is having relationship issues of her own, the honesty and positivity that her friends Linda and Mel try to project sometimes just ends up sounding like a lack of sensitivity. That's something I think a lot of people can relate to generally, but maybe even more so right now, since the pandemic has forced us to do a lot of our socializing online. And that naturally makes communication a little bit harder. In that sense, Girl Talk feels to me like a play about the crisis we find ourselves in right now, and the way that we deal with it in our day-to-day lives. What do we do when we feel lonely? Who do we call? Where do we go when there's nowhere to go? Really, a crisis is an alarm bell. It's there to tell us to pay attention. It's there to tell us that something's wrong that we didn't notice before. But a crisis can also direct our attention toward the things we care about most. Hopefully, we think about who the crisis might hurt and do our best to prevent them from experiencing any more harm. What I think then really comes through in Girl Talk is that Jessica is faced with both of these effects of her personal crisis, the opportunity to address the harmful aspects of her life, but also the opportunity to recognize the positive forces, her friends Mel and Linda, that keep her going.
First of all, don't call him.
But I feel like literal shit.
Take a shot with us, Linda. Okay, fine, but just one.
Okay.
Cheers. Oh, gross.
Maybe I just need to stop looking at my phone. It's making me depressed.
You know, your phone causes 10 times more stress. They actually make it harder to sleep and process deep thought.
I read that too. There's so much information on social media these days. I'm trying to practice mindful media use.
Oh, nice alliteration.
Can we focus? I'm going through something and
Sorry, Jess.
Wait, so what happened?
I'm stupid and God hates me.
You're not stupid. You just need to do some yoga. Take a breath. Give yourself positive affirmations. You'll be fine.
He just broke up with you?
No.
When did you get back together?
No.
They got together.
Kind of. Well, I mean, not anymore.
I thought you said you were bored of him.
I mean, I wasn't bored of him.
But you broke up, right?
When did you get back together?
We didn't.
Wait, what's going on?
I don't know. Too many questions.
Come on, Jessica.
No.
Did you guys fight?
No.
Did he cheat on you?
No.
Jess, I hate seeing you like this. You are a strong, independent woman. You are a goddess. Breathe in positivity. Exhale negativity.
You two are the most dramatic people I know. Jessica, stop being a brat. Come on.
I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to pick out, get drunk.
It's shot o'clock.
Jess. You haven't even told me what happened.
Fine. So, you know how on my birthday I had that little shindig?
You mean yesterday?
I asked Travis to come over, and he said he needed space.
Why?
I gave him space. I didn't text him for 2 hours.
Wow.
But then it was 4, and my thing started at 6, and I needed to know if he was going to come, so I had enough cheese and crackers for everyone, you know?
Sure.
So, I called him, and he didn't pick up.
Okay.
And so I called him again, and he hasn't picked up since.
Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, he ghosted me on my birthday.
That's pretty shitty.
Right?
Why would he do that? I thought he really liked you.
Yeah, he was nice. Maybe something happened to him.
No. It's over. Should I go over there?
I don't know. Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, a little. I'll text him.
No.
I'm going to text him.
If he's gonna do that to you, he's not worth your time.
I think I should go over there.
For what?
Closure. I'm gonna knock on his door and tell him off.
You have been drinking.
Fine. I'll call an Uber. Maybe you should pick me up to go with you.
You both have been drinking. Stop. Let's just pig out and get drunk.
I'll just text him.
Don't text him.
I'm gonna do it.
What are you gonna say? He already didn't answer your calls.
I'm just gonna tell him how I feel. First of all, you're an absolute dick. I don't know why I wasted so much time on a spineless, selfish ass dick.
Who ghosted you on your birthday?
On my fucking birthday!
What are you doing?
Looking for something.
What are you looking for? Jess.
A knife.
You're gonna kill him?
I can't be complicit to murder.
No, I am not going to kill him. I was just going to go slash his tires.
Jess.
What?
Don't be dumb.
Yeah, Linda's right. I can't be complicit to murder. And I don't think that knife will cut through rubber.
And I'm not gonna let you do something so reckless.
I'm not that drunk.
You're kind of drunk.
When am I gonna get a freaking break, you know? I'm a nice person. I can be loving. I just want someone who can shower me with love and make me feel complete. Is that so hard? Is there something wrong with me?
No, babe, you're perfect. If he's dumb enough to lose you, then he's an idiot.
I know. I'm pretty and honest and loyal.
And you have nice skin.
I just feel like God always does this to me.
Didn't you break up with him after 4th of July because you kissed some guy at that beach house party?
I forgot about that.
That doesn't count. We weren't official yet.
But you were exclusive.
Oh, and last week you got mad that he went to Vegas and didn't talk to him when he got back.
He didn't tell you?
He did. I just know he did something there.
How?
A girl messaged him when he came back.
You go through his messages?
No! It just popped up on his Apple Watch while he was in the shower, and I just went through it.
You told me his Apple Watch broke. Is that how he broke it?
Okay. I just wanted to support, and I feel like you guys are attacking me right now.
Jessica? Did you break his Apple Watch?
It was an accident. It fell on the floor, and I accidentally stepped on it.
Why would you do that?
A girl messaged him. I was upset.
And what did the text say?
Are you visiting soon?
Why didn't you just ask him about it?
I'm not gonna let him play me. If he wants to go mess around with some other girls, then they can have him.
So he told you what happened in Vegas?
He says that nothing happened. And that girl was his sister.
He was lying?
No, it was his sister, but I didn't know that. I apologized like 1,000,000 times.
That is not okay.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
It's not my fault. I'm his girlfriend. He shouldn't have gone in the first place.
Then you shouldn't have told him that it was okay for him to go.
I didn't. I told him, if you want to go, then you should go. And then he actually went.
He broke up with you. That is why you are so sure it's over this time.
What do you mean?
You said it was over. You've never said that before. I know that you've broken up with him, and he has never done it back. And that's why you're not telling us this whole story.
No. The night before my birthday, I went over to his house.
You asked for him back?
I went to apologize for breaking the watch. He didn't want to talk to me, so I sat on his porch until he came out to talk to me.
You sat on his porch. I don't believe you.
I did!
Yes, we know you. You're the type to ring a doorbell for 15 minutes.
It was not 15 minutes.
Ha! So you did go crazy!
Okay, he broke up with me! Is that what you wanted to hear? He doesn't want anything to do with me. He says that I'm toxic. Like, seriously? I do everything for him and I get nothing back. If he doesn't treat me right, I'm not going to put up with it. He needs to know that he is losing me.
But that kind of behavior is not okay. You're kind of being toxic. I mean, he's giving you clear boundaries and you're not respecting them.
When did this turn around on me? Okay, I thought you guys were supposed to be my friends, but now you're calling me what? Crazy? Fine, take his side.
We are your friends.
We care about you, Jessica. We know you're a wonderful person. We don't think you're crazy. Right, Linda?
I don't think you're crazy. I think you're acting crazy.
See, I knew it. This is why I didn't want to tell you.
No, you did not want to tell me because you knew I would call you on your shit.
You never support me. You always have something to say.
I support you all of the time. You just don't like to listen to someone who doesn't agree with you. And I'm not even sure you like him.
Of course I like him.
Then why do this?
I'm not doing anything.
You break his things. You don't respect his boundaries. You are impulsive and kind of manipulative. You don't want to commit to him. You can't sit here and claim victim when you are the one who's causing harm.
Why do you even keep him around?
I don't know. It feels good. It's nice to feel like I'm a part of something.
But you're always fighting with him.
I love him.
No, you do not. You just think you love him because you don't love yourself.
Okay, you're being rude.
Jessica, I'm telling you this because I love you. You put all of your worth into people like it's their responsibility to fix you.
No, I don't.
Yes, dude, you do.
No, I don't. You guys are just being really fucking mean.
Okay, take a breath. We're not attacking you.
We're just keeping you accountable.
Okay. I make stupid choices. I'm stupid, okay?
I don't think you're stupid. I just think that you have a hard time being honest with yourself.
What am I supposed to do then? Tell me.
We're not your therapist. We are here for you to confide in, but it is not our job to fix you.
So now I need therapy. That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Oh my god, you're not even listening!
You know, therapy isn't a bad thing.
Shut up, Mel! You're always saying this positive energy stuff. Just because you need therapy doesn't mean that I do.
See that right there?
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are.
I'm not telling you what to do. therapy is really helpful for me. I was just giving a suggestion.
Mel has been supportive all night. You are hurting people who hasn't hurt you. We are doing the best we can, and you are being an asshole.
Well, maybe I don't need your help then.
Fine. I have work later on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
me
go.
too.
Hurt people? Hurt people. Be kind to yourself.
Thank you. That was our second segment of the Festival of Healing, brought to you by Streamlight Theatre. We are broadcasting again on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, everybody who has been active in the comment section. We had a couple questions that we asked. It's shot o'clock. What are you drinking? Let's see. We got some people. We got Mega Matthews with lemonade. We have our very own Bonnie Dolan with a glass of wine. You know, anything to stay cool right now. Those are all great options. Definitely love that last piece. We're all going through a difficult time right now, but it's really important to have the friends or family to help support and really just the honesty. Honesty is so invaluable at any time in our life, and it's just really good to have those people that you can reach out to, even if it's not so often like now. But you know, we have our video chats, phone calls, you know, many resources to reach out. Next up, we want to give a shout out. Thank you, everybody who has donated to our Venmo page here. Again, all donations are going towards actors and directors, thanking them for their time. Any of those donations, we will disperse them amongst them, and you know, just thanking them and giving them a few bucks while we can. And thank you, everybody. A few shout outs, though. We have Emily Carter. Thank you for your donation. April Sigmund, Murad Lebatchi, and Sarah Broadhead. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone at Streamlight, thanks you. Next up, I would like to bring on the chat here another person from Streetlight. We have Kristen Keller, our tech director.
Hi.
Hello, Kristen.
I'm loving the show so far. Everyone's doing really good. I feel like we've had really strong performances the entire weekend. So it's really nice to kind of go out on that good note today.
Absolutely. It's nice to, I think this is the first thing I've seen that's trying, or that is like a standard theater show. Like we have multiple days. It's live. So it's been nice watching the pieces grow throughout this time.
Yeah, that's something that we wanted to try doing differently, because I've seen a lot of virtual events that are one night only, and it's like if you're not available exactly then you miss it forever. So we really wanted to kind of make a more traditional theater setting, like you see the curtains, and we have you know, different shows, and we're trying to be a little more theatrical with it, and having like an actual show run that people can look forward to and tell your friends about and watch again if they are so inclined. So it's been really nice. It's been fun to do something a little bit different, but still kind of keep it simple and virtual so that we're all safe and staying with the times, but you know, doing our own spin on it.
Absolutely, do really well. I know you are the technical director for Streamlight. So how do you feel? Like, have you learned anything, or how do you feel it's going now that we've just about rounded up the whole show?
It's been going really well. I know that we've speaked prior, but for those who haven't seen, I am definitely more of a tech support role right now instead of like a physical technical director. So that's been interesting, learning, all of the ins and outs of Zoom and StreamYard, which is how we're able to broadcast this on multiple platforms right now. Working with the actors and directors to figure out if we can do virtual backgrounds or how everyone's audio and lighting in their own setting works to make sure we're all consistent. So that's been really interesting for me to kind of take on that new challenge. But as far as the show going, I think it's been really good as we've been playing with things and getting more comfortable with things, seeing how every individual performer is able to kind of use that space and their own technology to create like creative solutions and make it more theatrical. So it's been really fun to kind of work with what can we do, what can't we do, and like let's try to really push it and make it different.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you guys are doing a fantastic job. I love all the little bits. It keeps it really grounded. Shout out to Carla as well, who is our stage manager, but now tech operator, I guess. She's responsible for playing the videos and getting everybody in and out, all the actors for their scenes in and out of the chat so they're ready to go and it goes, streams smoothly.
Yeah, she's responsible for everything that you guys are seeing today, putting up our Venmo information, the curtains, bringing everyone on and off screen. That is all Carla, and she's doing a fantastic job.
Yes, we're very thankful.
Oh, yes. Could not do it without her.
I also wanted to ask one more thing, based on our last segment. What is your experience during the pandemic? Like, are you sheltering? Who are you speaking to? Family, friends? How's that going for you?
I've been pretty lucky, considering, I am unemployed, so I've been home with my roommate and my boyfriend, and our pets, so I have some company. So that's been nice. I'm sure it's a lot harder for people who don't have that and who are 100% isolated on their own. I can imagine the toll that takes on you. And my heart goes out to those people because that's really tough. But it's been nice. I've been using my more free time to reach out to people that I haven't talked to in a while. I've been staying in better touch with my family than I have in the past couple of years. Having like my, girl wine night with my friends from high school, like every month. So I actually talk to people, I think, more often now than I did when I was working, just because our schedules conflicted so much and now everyone has free time. So there's really like no excuse not to pick up the phone and just check in.
Absolutely, that's fantastic. Like,
yeah.
Are you personally? Are you reading a lot? Are you playing video games? Like, is there maybe you and your boyfriend are doing like watching movies together, that sort of thing?
Yeah, we've been watching a lot of movies. We had a Studio Ghibli marathon at the beginning of quarantine, so we watched I had this disc set and we watched everything that was on that, but we were missing a couple. We've been watching scary movies, even though I'm not a big fan, but I've been kind of getting over my fear. Playing video games. I've been on Animal Crossing for 500 hours. So, and just trying to pick up new hobbies, but I haven't really committed to anything just because it's hard to stay motivated. But just trying to stay busy, and this project, bringing the show to life has really been that main focus, and that's been a really good thing to kind of keep me looking forward and positive and remembering what day it is.
So I finally got one of those calendars on my wall over here. I have to write the dates in, but I have it.
I know. My roommate is still working, so she updates each month and the days, and I'm like, oh, it is Saturday.
It's September always now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thank you so much for chatting with us. Thank you for all your work on the show. Again, guys, we have our Venmo at the bottom if you'd like to donate. to Streamlight Theatre right there. We have the QR code also in that corner over there, right above Kristen's head there. Yeah, I'd like to intro the next piece here. We have our third and final piece, CHEETOS, Chai, and Chance, written by Victoria Melkonyan and directed by Tahirih Rose Mekertichian.
Hey y'all, I'm Victoria Melkonyan and I am the playwright of CHEETOS, Chai, and Chance. I'm very excited for you all to listen to the text and see these actors step into these roles and tell this story. This piece is many things to me, I would say. You know, we're living in a very difficult and troubling time, but it's also a very revolutionary time, and it's a time to take action and take advantage and really learn so much and absorb so much, and I'm really grateful to have that time despite everything that's going on. This piece to me is about family. It's about generational differences and the processing of trauma. It's about stories, culture, history, and just how to exist in a 1,000 square foot space together with several humans. Yeah, I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you get to see a little slice of life of an Armenian diasporic family and just the way that we may exist together and the way that we each process things for ourselves. I think one of the biggest things for me for this piece was telling the story in an accessible yet unapologetic way, and also making sure you see that it's almost like an awakening for the younger children, because they're finally presented with the truth of all this information, and it's a lot to process. But I think, you know, once you're aware of your history and your culture and your ancestry and where you come from, you can't help but just, it changes you. I think you finally realize where you come from and what that means and what, you know, what path may lie for you in your future. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'm really excited to hear it myself. And yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Tahirih Rose Mekertichian, and I am the director of CHEETOS, Chai, and Chance. This has been such an amazing, incredible opportunity. I am a proud Black Armenian woman, and I have been working professionally since I graduated, and I have never had the opportunity to work on a project that speaks to my Armenian identity, that speaks to the intergenerational trauma that we as a people, that we as a diaspora have to navigate. It was such a privilege to have the challenge of assembling this incredible cast made up entirely of Armenian actors who bring their own experiences and their own family histories to this piece. Victoria's piece feels like a warm hug. It's something that we all felt. We were all like, yes, this is an Armenian family. Yes, we've had these conversations. It was such a beautiful world to immerse ourselves in. The Armenian community still needs your attention and support. The Armenian genocide is still not officially recognized by the US government because of our relationship with Turkey. Armenia is still facing hostilities from Turkey and Azerbaijan and dealing with hate crimes around the world. So please, if you are so inclined, after the show, take 5 minutes, learn a little bit about the Armenian genocide, share what you know, have some conversations. Knowledge is power. Knowing our history is incredibly powerful. So please, 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 that is the most important thing that you can do after this. Thank you so much, and enjoy the show.
Hey, where's the hot Cheetos?
I don't know.
Where's the hot Cheetos?
We still have hot Cheetos?
Don't play games with me. I know your fat ass has them.
Well, I don't, and I'm not fat. You're the one who finishes the bag every time. You tell Dad not to buy them because it's unhealthy, but I hear that cabinet screech every night around 1 a.m. You're not slick.
Well, I didn't finish it this time. Come on, I just want one little...
I said I don't have any. Leave me alone.
Oh, so that's how you're gonna be. I'm telling Mom.
Go ahead, you know she's not gonna do shit to me.
Mom! Oh, Mom!
Hi, Bales.
Can you come here, Mom? Rip, we have a problem. Rips is being rude and selfish.
Ripsime, don't be rude to your brother. Chelok manatzek.
But Mom!
Mom, we need you over here.
Now, what's all this nonsense about? Ripsime, I already told you. Don't be mean to Vache. Vache aitaga, mikish kezi lurch pahieli. Let's resolve this so I can quickly get back to watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
You have hot Cheetos?
What? Are they off limits to adults now or something? Come on, everyone needs a little spice in their life every now and then. I can enjoy myself. We're in quarantine. I'm allowed to cheat. So this is what you two were fighting about, huh? Why, Mama John, why? You never learn, do you? Stop this nonsense and go do your homework. I know you have Zoom sessions tomorrow. Don't make me call your father. I don't want to hear another peep out of either of you, okay? Zerutun.
But I wasn't even doing anything. It was Vache. He's the one disturbing your peace.
Reyhan bize bunu yapma.
Rips, yeah? Can you get me some water, please? Mama Chita.
Of course.
Rips, can you see if we still have hot Cheetos? I'm craving some bad. Plus, you know Jima likes them, so...
I really am just a maid to you, huh? Wow.
Well, you were getting up, so I thought I'd ask. Come on, the show's just getting good.
I think Miran's about to get caught.
Damn, is that all there is? I just opened this bag yesterday.
Nothing lasts with you in this house.
Well, you know how it is in this country. Everything progressively gets smaller. Bags come in half empty. It's all a lie.
Here he goes.
And yet you continue to buy bags and feed those so-called lies.
Now, Arjan, I don't hear you complaining when I bring home the hot fries. They're your favorite after all.
Okay, fine. You got me there, honey John.
Ew! Stop worrying!
Shh! Oh, he's crying again. This poor man is crying and screaming every episode. They must pay him extra.
Unutuyor kaka. Bitmiş. Bitmez. Bitmez.
It's over already. Vay, tebrik kahvesi. Wow, that was intense. Well, that didn't last long now, did it? I guess I'll have to bring a few bags with me next time I come over. Thank you have running out of hot Cheetos during quarantine now.
Don't you dare, Mom. You know how I feel about you spending unnecessarily every time you come over.
Have you forgotten everything I taught you? I raised you never to show up to anyone's house empty-handed. This is accepted of our people.
You're my mother. This isn't expected. No more gifts, okay?
I am with your daughter on this one. Can't have my mother-in-law spending all the money, running around grocery stores while we are in the middle of a pandemic.
Meaning he wants to spend all the monies. You know how he is.
Okay, I promise. I won't bring anything over next time for you, son. But for the kids, well, I can't promise that now, can I? What kind of grandma would I be?
A great one who brings me my own bag of hot Cheetos.
You're so... I like the lime flavor, by the way, Grandma.
I know, Bubbles, I know. Now, what are we watching next? I promised your father that I'd stay till dinner time. You know how sensitive he gets if I leave early.
There's a Lily Tovanisyan concert. We can watch that. She's so pretty.
Her lips are always dry. She gets them done too often. What? It's true. Watch is right, though. She's very pretty.
She's not my favorite. Seems very westernized. But there are soldiers in the audience. Let's see if she does a tribute.
They have a very nice voice.
I like the dancers' costumes. They're so colorful.
They're not just any costumes, Bales. That's our traditional national clothing. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's called taras.
How come no one ever wears it?
Yeah, it's complicated. Our people lost everything during the genocide. You know the story. Everyone was either taken or fled and left their belongings in your homes. There was no time. Any businesses, places where you might find taras, they were all destroyed. A whole generation was wiped out, and a lot of our history and culture with them. The reason why no one wears taras anymore except the dancers who can afford it is because the diaspora simply doesn't have access. All those old fabrics and designs, the pieces that were passed through bloodlines are gone. We really only have photographs to go off. These dancers' taras are beautiful, but could never be compared to once was. My mother used to say that all the time, what once was. It wouldn't be smart anyway for those who live in populated areas to wear our traditional garments. For the same reason, many of our people had to change their last names in order to survive. It's like putting target on our back.
Tell me more about the taras.
Don't press your grandma, Reeves John. You know this is hard for her.
The child is curious. It's okay. Well, Bales, the taras stood for many things. There was the boy taras and the girls taras. There were many different styles, designs, and colors. These things depended on your social status, whether you were married, who you were. Black is of the earth. White is of the water. Red is of the air. Yellow is of the flame, as Grigor Tadevazzi says. Purple was for the wisdom. blue for heavenly justice, and white for prudence. There's many meanings.
I wish I could see photos. Do you have any?
No, sweet girl, I wish I did, but I was never lucky enough to wear colors.
There's jewelry too, though, right? For the girls.
Oh, yes, the jewelry. The jewelry was beautiful, layered on the top of carefully crafted headdresses. Intricate pieces passed from generation to generation. That is until, there are jewelers who make them now, and they make them well. But it just isn't the same. They were intricate headpieces, necklaces, bracelets that made their way through your fingers and all the way up your arms. Beautiful.
I've seen photos of the headpieces made of coins, right? I've always wanted one so I could show off to my friends.
God willing, we'll get one, child.
Tati, do you think that one day everyone will ever return to Armenia?
It's possible, yes. I guess that's what the diaspora dreams of. But it's complicated, as you can imagine.
We will not fully return until we get our land back. As much as our people love where we come from, there is simply too much pain to see all our land that we are indigenous to, land that our ancestors fled on, to be occupied by our very aggressors. To set foot on such land that was once Western Armenia is an act of defiance and could potentially get you killed.
Okay, that's enough. CHEETOS.
No, they should know. They're old enough to know.
Yeah, I want to learn. I'll go over there and fight those Turks myself.
Slow down, Rocky.
There's been plenty of fighting, but it's not just the Turks. Until the West reconciles its actions, until they are no longer allies with powers such as Israel and stop contributing to the destruction of the Middle East, not much is going to change. The history of the Ottoman Empire and how it was partitioned into the modern day Middle East is, after the First World War, is one of great loss and an example of what military superpowers are capable of. Imperialism is an ongoing deadly disease. It has taken more than a pandemic ever could.
This is all so frustrating. What can we do?
We survive. We do not compromise who we are. We are rich in culture and history, and that is a fact. It is up to us to control our own narratives and tell our own stories. We must not rely on others to do the talking for us. It will always be up to us.
The world has never cared for those who come from our regions. We are alone in this fight.
But you mustn't let that deter you, Vales. What have I taught you? Empathy, compassion, resilience. To fight for others is to fight for yourself.
Well. I guess I did teach my kids well after all. Yeah, I'll take credit for that one. Your grandpa isn't here to say otherwise.
Oh, he's shaking his finger at you as we speak. Do you remember how he used to do that?
Yes, I miss that.
I miss him too. We all do. He watches over us.
Of course he does, my love.
Now, another round of coffee?
Oh, you already know the answer for that.
Geçerli. Sonuna kadar geçerli. Sonsuza kadar geçerli.
Tati, pare! Mwah! Mwah!
Efsun Oryan Balekne. Hi, Bales. Hadi bakın.
Well, look who's here. Welcome, Zonkaj.
Tactic! Did you bring me hot Cheetos? Did you?
Slow down, Vache. Your grandmother has barely sat down. Now, Mom, I see you didn't take our request seriously.
Before you ask, yes, I did bring the hot fries. You're welcome.
Well, now, hand them over then.
Hey, we gotta wipe down the bags first. We're still in the pandemic here. Vache, go get the Clorox wipes.
What? Why do I gotta... Oh, fine.
Everyone have their chips? Now I have another surprise. I was digging through those ancient suitcases I have had stashed away since the flight to the States.
Why, those old things? I can't imagine the dust they've gathered by now.
Armenian woman always worried about dust.
Hey!
We worry so you don't have to. Imagine how lost you'd be worrying about all the things Armenian women do.
Well, you can't argue with that. Now I have some old pictures that I think rips especially my cloth.
What is it? Let me see.
There are the photos of my mother wearing paras. I had completely forgotten about them. They were in a secret pocket of my old suitcase. Can you imagine? Hadashke.
Oh, how wonderful.
She looks beautiful. I want a taras just like this. Oh, I wish I could have met her.
You would love her. That woman had the strength of 100 men and the wit to match. True fire in her spirit.
I guess we know where Mom gets her humor from then.
Oh, I've stolen quite a few jokes from grandmother. She was truly one of a kind.
Yes, but that's the thing. We will always have our humor, our spirit, our stories to pass down. The vibrancy of our people's lives and our ability to survive, to keep going. That is why we must keep our culture alive, keep our traditions alive, keep our beautiful language alive. As long as we are together, we are safe.
I know my letters, and I can read and write. Vache is sort of a lost cause, though.
Well, maybe you should spend some time tutoring your brother, since you're stuck in this house you call a prison, you know.
I don't need her help.
You need all the help you can get. I'm not sure if you're speaking Armenian or French sometimes, and they're not similar at all. You don't even know the difference between the two R's.
My tongue doesn't do the thingy, okay? Leave me alone.
All right, you two. Another peep and I'm taking away your Cheeto bags.
No!
As long as there are hot Cheetos in this house, there will be peace. We'll survive this pandemic yet.
And when you run out, I'll be back for another one of my visits to keep the peace.
Մենք քիչ ենք, սակայն մեզ հայ են ասում։ Մենք մեզ ոչ ոքից չենք գերադասում։ Պարզապես մենք էլ պիտի ընդունենք, որ մենք, միայն մենք Արարատ ունենք, եւ որ այստեղ է բարձրիկ Սևանում, երկինքը իր ճիշտ պատճենը հանում, պարզապես Դավիթն այստեղ է կռվել, պարզապես Նարեկն այստեղ է գրվել, պարզապես գիտենք ջայրից վանք կրտել, քարից շինել ձուկ եւ թրջուն կավից, ուսուցման համար եւ աշակերտել, գեղեցկին, բարուն, վսմին, լավին.
Today, there lives a forgotten group of people with an ancient tongue, whispering into the fields of oblivion, lands lost under an iron fist regime, indigenous no more, but displaced.
Displaced.
Diaspora spread thin. Many tongues have gone dry and throats no longer sing.
Silence.
Hear us.
See us.
Believe us. Some of us have nothing but the last 3 letters. A token, a prize, a target on your back.
No.
Survive.
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 We must.
Survive. You must. Survive. Preserve. Treasure. No one to be trusted. The sole authors. Storytellers.
Remember.
The West. Remember the West. Broken monuments, honored skulls. Ethnic cleansing wasn't enough. They want to finish what they started. They want to finish what they started.
Beware.
The world isn't listening. History repeats itself yet again.
Beware.
We're scattered. Scattered. But children.
Children, you must stay together. Strength in numbers. Voiceless becomes the shout of a kingdom. Ring the bell of your ancestors. Let them guide your tongue. Your spirit is of the earth. Your legacy is the king. Shout through your blood.
Shout through your bones.
Our wounds remain unhealed.
A history untold.
That was our third and final segment of our Festival of Healing, brought to you by Streamlight Theatre. Thank you, everybody who was on the comments and watched today, watching from YouTube and from Facebook. We have people commenting here. Everybody thanking the actors. A virtual applause. Thank you for your comments, guys. The actors, the directors, everyone part of this project is grateful for you visiting with us this weekend and watching their work. Let's see. We have... Thank you, Larissa, for all your claps. We feel those. We feel you. Thank you, everyone, again, who donated to our Venmo. We have our Venmo at Streamlight Theatre. We had some more Venmo shoutouts. We have Larissa Arakaki and Loretta and Dennis Muzzy. Thank you so much. Again, we have our Venmo and our QR code up in the corner right here, however you like to reach us there. We also, if you liked what you saw this weekend or just want to keep up with us, we have our Instagram and Facebook profiles that you can follow us at, Streamlight Theatre. We also have our website that we have put together. We have Streamlight Theatre at Weebly.com. There you can see any of our future events, any information, possibly, maybe a back catalog of our first performance. And you can also subscribe to our newsletter, where you will get more information about future events and possible auditions and such. Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for just watching this weekend. Again, Streamlight Theatre is supporting up-and-coming artists, up-and-coming writers, directors reaching out to the community. A lot of people from Long Beach, from Glendale, and in the LA area have been part of this. Thank you to everyone at Streamlight. Carolina, Jesse, Bonnie, Sharon, Carla especially, thank you so much for all of your work on the tech and helping run this show very smoothly. Again, thank you to the actors. Thank you, Kristen, as well. We all here at Streamlight thank you for joining us. I am your MC, Florentino Carrillo, and remember to wear your masks, stay socially distant, and take care of each other and take care of yourselves.